If a news reporter was banned from entering a public complex, how would she be able to do her duty to her country? However, if a deemed influential figure decided to publicly state his or her opinion in the form of news, would it not be detrimental to the masses? This dispute between the practice and the limitation of the freedom of speech has been especially controversial in the rise of the Duterte administration. I've come to argue why the government should, at times, limit the freedom of speech. Those who say no to the limiting of the freedom of speech will likely state the Journalist Code of Ethics, wherein ethical journalism strives to ensure the free exchange of information that is accurate, fair, and thorough. However, we have Pia Raniada from the Malacanang complex issue where she was banned, and Rappler under fire from the palace. This form of oppression of expression also inhibits the actualization of the duties of such. As a reporter, it is their duty to seek the truth and report it. However, through situations like this, wherein House Representative Roque, who deemed Pia Raniada as an unreliable source and thus banned her, the freedom of speech is lost. Also, in two Declaration of Human Rights, this right is stated. In the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, as per the UN, it is stated that Article 19 has humans having the right of freedom of opinion and expression. In the 1987 Philippine Constitution, it is stated that no law shall be passed abridging the freedom of speech, of expression, and of the press. However, those who agree to this stand, such as I, will state the following. Fake news has proliferated in the Philippines for the past few years through the likes of Mocha Uson, among others. Such fake news has been spread. Mocha Uson has been currently under fire for her constant publication of deemed biased and fake news under her blog, the Mocha Uson blog. Now, here are some examples of the multiple accounts of fake news that has been spotted. As you can see, here's a picture of a post Mocha shared of a Duterte supporter, which claimed that a young girl was murdered in the Philippines. However, it was stated that this picture was taken from another country. Mocha Uson also purveys false accusations and misinformation that students of St. Scholastica's College were required to protest a rally. However, these students were voluntarily selected. Also, she has made the mistake of citing Article 263 of the 1987 Constitution, such of which does not exist. And also, she has shared a picture of allegedly Maote terrorist groups, while these were only Honduran soldiers from a different country. As a public official, it is her duty to be truthful to her obligations. And as the PCOO, she must practice the ethics of journalism as it is part of her duties to truthfully commit to the practice of ethical communication. In multiple occasions, on the other hand, Duterte has practiced the foul use of language. He stated that the CHR people were pedophiles for they were interested in the topics of teenagers who were homicide and killed. Also, he stated that Inquirer and ABS-CBN were bull and they were sons of Also, he tried to urge the UN to expel the Philippines from this congression. He also stated that the UN were mga These examples of foul language used in political settings are deemed as uncivil and unprofessional by multiple international bodies. These can have grave consequences on our political and domestic relationships with other countries. Now, to conclude, in order to prevent detrimental statements from the president and the proliferation of fake news, also to penalize such, the freedom of speech must be limited. However, this limitation must be done through the amendment of Article 3 of the 1987 Constitution, and the word responsible usage must be added. In turn, the true power in handling this freedom is in the people, as the people are in charge in determining the administering powers. They must be just and reasonable in choosing them. I stand with the limiting of freedom of speech to its responsible usage only. And I ask you to stand with me. Thank you.